Alright, welcome to Tribulation 515, 2011. Today is Thursday, October 17th. It is the day after the deadline for Congress to do something, or else the whole system, financial system, global financial system was going to implode on itself, or so we were told. We have reached day 886, my friends. If this is your first time to this blog, this is my personal witness and testimony to the tribulation that is literally unfolding right in front of our very eyes, and it's getting crazier and crazier by the minute. I'm going to try and keep this video short, but I just thought I'd get a little update because the whole world, the whole country was kind of watching this thing go down, and it was crazy. You know, there was they wanted to get this thing done. I think Obama signed it maybe a little bit after midnight or right before midnight, you know, midnight, the witching hour. But, you know, the Senate passed it 81 to 18. You know, I think even those numbers, you know, 81 and 18, you know, that's 88 and 11, you know, if you put them together side by side. But, you know, everybody, the real suspense and drama was in the House. But it passed. I think there was 144 Republicans that didn't vote for it. 144. That's an interesting number as well. But right as they were voting for it, the stenographer, a woman by the name of Diane Reddy, she stood up and kind of got taken over by the Spirit of God, supposedly. And she basically said, hey, America is not united. We're divided, and you can't serve two masters, and it's all a lie, and the Constitution was written by the Freemasons, and it was all apocalyptic and spiritual and religious. And people that knew this woman said that she was normally very reserved, quiet, and it was just totally out of character. So it looks like she got possessed, you know. And, you know, by the Spirit of God, I would say so, you know. And she said, God will not be mocked. So whatever God she was talking about, he sounded angry, you know. But I think, you know, if you look at what's going on in our country right now, you know, like I said, it's all smoke and mirrors. It's hard to figure out what's real and what's not real. But they dragged her off, and she's now in probably an insane asylum being evaluated and pumped up full of drugs, which, you know, I don't think is a good thing, because it may be setting the stage that if you fit a certain criteria, you know, on one hand, the government tells us don't profile people, don't profile black people, don't profile Muslims, but hey, if you're a Tea Party person, a Republican, radical extremist Christian, you know, like that's okay to profile those people maybe, you know, they're okay. They're the scapegoats now, you know, I can see that, you know, manifesting. But anyway, the bill passed, Obama signed it. So the news channels today were coming out saying, hey man, everything's cool. And you know what? That in and of itself, like all the media, you know, Fox is the best of them, but they're all pretty distorted. But especially the liberal channels, MSNBC, they're all talking like everything's cool. And this bill they passed only lasts for 3 months, which is, you know, if you're running a company, and let's just look at the U.S. government as a company, right? The biggest company in the world. If you're running a company, you would never make a budget for 3 months. You know, because in the corporate life cycle, 3 months is nothing. It's a spit in the bucket. It's not a solution. It's not a plan. It's not a forecast. It's not anything. So I'll just tell you, whatever they passed, it's nothing. Now they're saying it's going to set the stage for a budget committee to meet to resolve all these different issues. In fact, you know, I want to show a couple of things. President Obama came out and he gave a speech, and I'm going to show you a clip from it. So hopefully the audio and everything on my computer will stay okay. But, you know, I'm at the point, you know, I prayed for Obama. I prayed for him after that speech. I'm having a hard time watching him because he's disingenuous. He's a hypocrite. He's a hater. You know, he's probably a racist. But, you know, he says like, hey, don't blame people. But before his speech was over, he was blaming the Republicans for everything, you know. So and then I think he said the debt is not being increased, it's being decreased, and yet we just voted to increase it. And I've got several people where there's articles saying they didn't even vote to increase the debt ceiling, they actually voted to just not enforce it, so there's kind of like unlimited spending with the government, and who knows what the debt's going to be the next time, January 15th rolls around, or in February, because it's all smoke and mirrors, my friends, and I think they want the system to collapse. But anyway, Obama came out and gave a speech. I'm going to show you a clip from it. He had a 3-point plan of 3 things that we can do. So check this out. Obama, now that the bill is passed and the government is reopening, our beloved president.
Sit your monkey ass down. Chill out. Shit. That's what I thought. Shit. That's what I thought. Now I understand everyone shit's emotional, right? But listen up. Shit.
That's what you said last time.
Shit. With all that starved bullshit. But listen up. I got a 3-point plan to fix everything. Number 1, shit. Number 2, number 3, shit. I got a solution.
That's what you said last time, didn't it?
Shit. That's what I thought.
Yeah, so, like I said, I'm getting to the point where I can't really watch Obama anymore because he keeps talking the same old shit, His 3-point plan, sounds like shit, and shit. But, we may have hope because even though, every time there's a problem, Obama says, let's study it, let's get a committee together, let's have a independent, council, whatever, and then of course nothing ever gets solved and these councils never accomplish anything. And even when it came to the budget, he made a committee and they came up with that plan. It was the God, I'm having a hard time thinking of it. It was the 2 senators, but Obama never did that plan. But part of this bill they passed, the budget committee is going to get together and they're going to iron out all the budget stuff, even though the Congress hasn't made a budget in years. That's why we do the continuing resolution, because that's just smoke and mirrors to the fact that the government doesn't do the job it's supposed to do. And that's where Obama was lying to us, because he kept coming out saying, Congress should just do the job they're supposed to do and pass the CR. Whereas the CR is a reflection that they're not doing the job that they're supposed to do. So, we're in this world where, it's all double meanings. But thank God, our beloved president, God blessed him with the brilliance that whenever there's a problem, make a committee, to study it or to come up with a solution. And they're going to meet in December. So I got a film clip of the future and what that's going to look like. Check it out. And you might see kind of a common theme here, but I think this is kind of how the budget committee in our government works.
I'm pretty sure what's killing the crops is this Brawndo stuff.
But Brawndo's got what plants crave. It's got electrolytes.
So wait a minute. What you're saying is that you want us to put water on the crops?
Yes.
Water? Like out the toilet?
Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be out of the toilet, but yeah, that's the idea.
But Brawndo's got what plants crave.
It's got electrolytes.
Okay, look. The plants aren't growing. So I'm pretty sure that the Brawndo's not working. Now, I'm no botanist, but I do know that if you put water on plants, they grow.
Oh, well, I've never seen no plants grow out of no toilet.
Hey, that's good. You sure you ain't the smartest guy in the world?
Yeah.
Okay, look, you want to solve this problem. I want to get my pardon, so why don't we just try it, okay? And not worry about what plants crave.
Brawndow's got what plants crave. Yeah, it's got electrolytes.
What are electrolytes? Do you even know?
It's what they use to make Brawndo.
Yeah, but why do they use them to make Brawndo?
Because Brawndow's got electrolytes.
Well, there you go. You know, Brawndo is what plants crave. It's got electrolytes, you know, so I think that's kind of how our Congress works, and especially these special committees they set up when they get together to discuss the budget, or, you know, Obama literally talked about a farmer's bill, so maybe that'll be one of the new laws along with Obamacare. You know, that's what the people want, electrolytes, you know, so maybe that'll come out of the farm bill as we'll start watering our crops with Brawndo. And I tell you what, my friends, that wouldn't surprise me, because that movie, all those two clips I gave you, you know, I'm kind of, you know, in my own way, you know, trying to be humorous about how just bizarro the world is nowadays. But those clips are from a movie called Idiocracy, and whoever made that movie is a pure genius, because it was supposed to be about life 500 years in the future, where mankind became just complete morons. And, you know, when I first saw that movie, we laughed our asses off, but now every year we get closer and closer to it. And here's the scary thing, is in the movie it took till the year 2500, but you know, we're there, you know, 2013, we're there, we're living in the idiocracy. So I'm gonna wrap this up. You know, once again, Diane Reddy, the congressional stenographer, had a complete breakdown. She was kind of possessed by some kind of spirit. You know, one of the news clips I saw is that Israel appears to be getting ready for a strike on Iran. And, you know, while we're dealing with all this BS, Brawndo, and debt ceilings, stuff that's just fake and funny and stupid, because we put a drill to our head, you know, you know, that's what Obama thinks we're, you know, the American public, we're being lobotomized. And the people that are thinking, you know, they get now pointed at by the president, you know, where he'll say, you know, I'll listen to anybody, and then I'll tell you you're full of shit. And, you know, if you keep it up, maybe I'll put a fence around something to keep you out, or maybe I'll just make a fence to put you in, you know, hard to say. All right, hey, the tribulation continues. It's 5/15/2011. You know, I'm going to try and, you know, get that Comet ISON video up real quick, because that's the next thing kind of coming around the corner. November 28th, there's all sorts of crazy stuff going on, my friends. So I'm gonna, you know, we're in the deep end of the pool nowadays. You know, if you've been riding this, if this is totally confusing, you got to backtrack. You know, Tribulation 515, go back a couple, you know, 50 videos and start catching up, or go over to Operation End Times. There's a lot of juicy information over there too as well. All right, hey, think positive. There's a silver lining in every cloud. Stay thirsty, my friends, and God bless you all. Take care.